but I'm just...
Okay, so if you speak, you will show up on the live first. I'm just gonna check. So we are live at the moment, technically. We are just waiting for people to
Hi
join.
guys, my name is Akira. Follow me on Instagram.
We are still waiting for people. Chill out.
And that's why I'm just giving this pre-intro because I'm not gonna give this at live.
Uh, Hold on. Did I mess up the?
Also, I did not get your email.
Okay, calm down. Anyways, we are live now. We'll just
Are we?
live now. Okay, I'm just doing the audio check. It works fine. So we can see your screen. Hold on, I'm just gonna see.
Should I make people cringe?
Don't do that. Yeah, you
Come
are.
on.
People are looking at you. So
Hi guys.
okay. Well, there
I'm
is.
one of the most special guests of Aman. Like he literally begged me to be over here.
Surprisingly, I don't know if we have viewers right now. That is
That's why I'm just going on speaking the shit. Oh, no bad words.
Anyways, okay. If someone is watching, the viewer count is broken. Can you just let me know by a hi or something? Is Jeet
Just
and
say hi to me.
so usually Jeet and Ria show up very quickly, but
Yeah, I like you that Jeet and Ji are from the camp.
no, no mind. Okay, we
Oh, Jeet, the birthday guy. The
let's
31st March birthday guy.
okay. Let's not how give out personal information about other people. How about that? Okay, we're gonna start with. I guess we'll just start. Okay, doesn't matter.
We can wait for the people, na? At
I
least 5 minutes.
usually we just start and people just show up. In my defense, that usually just works. Uh,
Let's wait 5 minutes for people to join. Let's not be so uptight.
okay. I don't think anyone's here. So this might show up in the live replay. I'll have to cut this part out.
That
Uh,
we both are fighting. Oh, please let people see how you fight with me every time.
no, don't. Okay, cool. We're just gonna chill out then. Did you know I am trying to buy? So I told you right. The video's title it says I bought every cryptocurrency. It's kind of a clickbait at the moment. The issue is I'm trying to buy the cryptocurrency, but it's kind of difficult because you have to click on every single coin. You have to make sure you put the dollar amount because the money it's in dollars. So you
Hmm?
have to every single time you have to make sure you are making the exact same transaction every single time. Now I'm also kind of being thoughtful about okay, I don't buy the coin when it's like high priced for obvious reasons, otherwise I'm going to lose a lot of money. But hey, also you guys, I do have a Bitcoin donation link as well as PayPal and all that stuff in case people want to fund my crazy ideas. But there's that. Um, okay, I think we're gonna start because
Cool.
okay, cool. So I'm just gonna start with the introduction. So this people, as you can see, this is my friend Akira. She is kinda a coder slash a designer slash a lot of
Not a coder.
but yeah, she does that. She's kind of awesome, and
That's true.
basically, yeah. Akira, would you want to give an introduction about yourself?
No, I think so. You have given quite well introduction of me.
Okay.
Like I'm happy to hear that from you. That I'm awesome.
She is also very humble.
Yeah,
Uh,
and very kind.
Not okay. Let's move on to the first story, and it's kind of an awesome story. I love it personally, and let me see if you guys can see it. Okay, you can't see my face, I guess, and it should done. Okay, perfect. Anyways, so okay, I have a question for you. What
Sure.
browser do you use?
Google Chrome.
Okay, so apparently this actually does apply to Google Chrome. So what happens is, do you know about cookies?
Yeah, like we have a idea about it.
Yeah. So what happens is whenever you go to a website, they ask that, hey, do you want to accept cookies? And it's just
Yeah.
a big blue button or a big green button, and we instinctively just click on OK because why not accept cookies? Turns out those cookies can be used to track you across different sites, and that those cookies specifically they kind of introduced this as a good way. It was used for authentication everywhere, but cookie controls are now gone for Chrome. That means you cannot delete cookies from individual website. Let's say I went to facebook.com. Now I cannot delete the cookies for just facebook.com. It's either all the cookies are gone or none of the cookies are gone, which is kind of a bad move in what Google Chrome is doing. I once again stay away from Google Chrome if you can. If your workflow doesn't depend on it, don't use Google Chrome.
Then what should we use instead?
Brave. Like everyone on this channel already knows that I am a personal advocate for Brave. Brave is awesome. Use Firefox. Firefox is like really fast. Firefox is faster than Chrome at this point. So if your workflow doesn't depend on Chrome, Brave is also very similar to Chrome. So it's like, hey, Aman, I can't use this extension which I have in Chrome. I want Grammarly, but yeah, you can use that in Brave. Brave is basically Chromium minus all the creepy stuff. So yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next story. So basically, a singer, Tom Morello, signs open letter denouncing Amazon spam scanning concert tech. Now, just a little bit of back information. So basically, before a few weeks, kinda, there was this auditorium. They decided to sign up for Amazon palm scanning technology. What it would basically do is that to enter that auditorium for that concert, you have to scan your palm. Now, this palm is your personal identification. This is how the payments are processed and all that stuff. So you don't need to carry an ID. Now, palm scanning technology, your biometrics, it's kind of a bad thing giving it away to a single company, but that's what Amazon decided to go with. Even Amazon has these Amazon Go stores. Basically, you just go inside, pick up whatever you want, and you leave. You don't even pay. The payment is automatically done in the cloud using Amazon Pay. And so yeah, a lot of artists actually wrote a open letter that, hey, we do not want this in the auditorium. Please make sure that this technology is like, don't bring it. Okay. Now, obviously, it's kind of convenient. So the next story is kind of similar to that. So Starbucks links with Amazon Go for the first cashier-less cafe. Now, again, I gotta ask you a question. Let's say you go into a cafe in Ahmedabad, right? You go into a cafe in
You're
Ahmedabad.
not giving out the locations.
Now you just are visiting Ahmedabad, right? You're visiting Ahmedabad, and they're giving like there's this Starbucks there in the Alpha one, let's say, totally random place. Now it's very crowded. It's the summer and it's very crowded, and you have to wait for your order. Imagine if there was a way, like on the way, you can just put the order into your phone, and maybe the phone already knows your order. Like, hey, you recently did this order. Usually it's the same order, right? You just click on it, and while you reach there, your order is ready, like on perfect time. Would you go for that? Why and why not?
Yes, I would go for that, obviously. But I think that we do Rao also now with that thing. That whenever we are on the way, we just click on the order, take away, and it's ready. But yeah, you do have to wait. But I cannot actually relate to your this another story of Starbucks.
Okay, but so there are cashiers, like you still pay money, even if it's
Yeah, yeah,
online.
yeah. We have to
People
pay
inside.
cash.
Yeah, so there are people inside that place, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
what Amazon is suggesting for Starbucks, that there's no one in the entire shop. There's no one. You get the coffee. A robot makes your coffee, and the robot gives you the coffee.
I would love it. Like no human interaction, no talking with anyone, just going there and taking your order and leaving. That's like what I want in life.
Okay. But now, what if your data is with them? Now, if they know what kind of coffee you want, they can use that data and they can figure out your patterns. So, yeah, exactly like Amazon Go. So,
And they can just give me discounts on the coffee that I like next
yeah,
month.
that's the point, right? They will give you discounts to get you into these places and be like, hey, you shop at an Amazon Go store, you'll get a discount, but your data is now with us. So would you trade your data for discount? That's basically what we
But
ask.
see, that's what my question is, that what data would a coffee shop or the Amazon Go store would have of me? What kind of stuff I buy? What kind of coffee I drink? Other
Yes.
than that, what data would be there out?
They know your behaviors. They have your debit card and credit card information because the payment is cashless. They know your routine. They know where you stop for coffee. They know how much caffeine you like in your coffee. Do you like your coffee strong? All that stuff, the basic stuff. And you might be like, that information is not going to be very useful to them. But believe me, your data is much, like, it's worth much more than you think it is. So
See, if I'm gonna get to know the depth of the data they are going to use, like, then I can be a little bit scared that, oh, they have my data. But right now when I think of it, I'm just like, okay, they only know what kind of coffee I drink. I don't care. Give me discounts.
okay, that's fair. So Ria in the chat said, but don't Zomato and Swiggy already have? Yeah, exactly. Zomato and Swiggy already has this. Uh, yeah, there's no denying it. They have
And
that data.
trust me, to be honest, as a business analyst, this is the kind of data that we need. So, for example, if you are a shoe store or something and you are buying your shoes from a particular brand, we know that after 6 months or 8 months you buy new pair of shoes. So exactly at that point of time, we can give you some notifications like, "Hey, you got this coupon, buy again from us," and all that thing. So that kind of data we use. So I would like such data having, like,
It's more
I would like having
personalized.
such data.
So basically, it's more personalized according to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
I
on
mean,
birthdays also we receive notifications now that it's your birthday today, so we are giving you discounts and all that thing. So I don't know what kind of other negative use of the data could be done.
so it's okay. Not exactly negative, but what if that data got leaked somewhere in a data breach? What next? What happens next? So let's say you have a stalker and that person got access to your Amazon account. And that data, that stalker literally knows when you shop, when you go for your coffee, what is your route for the coffee. Like, what if that person somehow manages to put something in your coffee or something? It like,
But you said that robots give us
yeah, yeah,
coffee.
robots do give you coffee, right? But my point is that person knows information about you at this point. Would you want a human, a specific human, to know all this information about you? Is my
No,
question.
I would not want a stalker to know my information, because like he's already stalking me and it would be cherry on cake for him to have this information. So I do not want him to have this information.
Okay, fair enough. Also, Zomato and Swiggy, they already, like, Zomato does, once you're ordering every single day, like your dinner and stuff, Zomato will show up at your dinner time and like, hey, do you want to order something? You haven't ordered something. Do you want waffles or something? So yeah, I mean, that's fair. Moving on to the next story. We already spent too much time on this, but whatever. Okay, so a Utah company says that it has revolutionized truth-telling technology. So basically, it's kind of a polygraph. What it does is it's lie detector test, and how it does it uses your eye movements to figure it out, and that's basically it. There's an entire story. I'll try to link the article, but yeah, that's basically it.
I have one question.
Go on.
Like, what's the ratio of this being accurate or not?
Oh, so it is pretty accurate, actually. So basically, the entire story is what happened is that a guy named John Trail, he was falsely accused
Mm-hmm.
on some rape charges, and it was a mistrial. And the lawyer, lawyer, let the judge know that, hey, we are ready to take a polygraph test. No matter how difficult that test is, we'll take it. And turns out he was telling the truth, and he was just wrongfully convicted. There was this, like, the actual person was completely different. So in this way, it was a pretty nice thing that happened. But it's very accurate. It's just like you're measuring your heartbeat, but more accurate with better algorithms. That's just it. So yeah, once again, you can read the entire story. The software name is iDetect, and that's basically it. Also, Jainik, you didn't miss much. Don't worry, we'll bring you up to speed. Okay, this is my favorite story. Okay, so for people who don't know what DuckDuckGo is, DuckDuckGo is a search engine. It's also a browser. They do a bunch of other stuff as well. They also have a mailing list and stuff. But they are bringing app tracking protection for Android. And I think this is the best stuff. What it basically does is there's an application of DuckDuckGo on your phone. And what it does is it constantly checks for all the trackers. So there's an example given that let's say you have an application like Facebook or something. Now it's taking all that information and it's giving to Google and all those other companies. Your information is going out there. So what DuckDuckGo will do, what DuckDuckGo is going to do, it's going to act like a VPN on top of it. Your connection goes through that VPN, and DuckDuckGo will analyze every single thing that goes through it, and it will block the companies which are tracking your info. So it's just like the feature Apple recently rolled out, the one with tracking protection. It's exactly that. But yeah, now we have it on Android, hopefully soon. I've signed up for the beta. I will soon have access to it as well. So there's that. Akira, question for you. What phone do you use? Android or
Android, and I'm happy to hear this news.
good? Like now your location won't be tracked by every single app. So there's that. But yeah, I like people, mostly people on watching right now might be using an Android. I'm just guessing. I just need to know, would you guys get this application? It's free, basically. There's nothing much. You just install an application. Akira, would you? Would you install one more application,
I would not mind installing one more application, but I have some questions before installing it,
such as like
such as that you are saying that it's a website tracker, like app tracker application, like it.
so it tracks the trackers?
Yeah,
Yes.
it tracks the trackers. So what does, like, all the data that the particular DuckDuckGo app captures would be just like Facebook or Instagram capturing it, right?
No, not exactly.
See,
So
to be honest, I know if Instagram or Facebook I know that they're capturing my data, but they're giving it to Google or some trustful brands or companies, right? But I don't know what DuckDuckGo is going to do with my data.
So DuckDuckGo is not going to capture your data. It just checks where your data is actually going. There's a difference.
How much sure are you
It's
for
open
them
source.
not capturing my data?
It's open source. You can just open up the code and check. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's the fun part about open source, right? If you don't have to trust the company. You or maybe a coder or someone can just look at the data and they can just figure it out. And open source, the best thing is there are, like, if there are 5 people trying to hack something in open source, then there are going to be 5,000 people trying to actively patch the security holes and that stuff. And that's why open source is awesome. Ria, to answer your question, Brave ka tracker, I'm assuming your Brave ka tracker protection, yes, more or less the same. Brave blocks the tracker. DuckDuckGo is going to block the tracker and also tell you where that information was going to go and what information was going to go. It's not like exactly क्या information थी. It will just tell me कि हाँ location वाली information. It's the location was going, where it was going, to this place, to what company. That's it. Okay, DuckDuckGo itself does not know what is actually going. It just knows the context, if that makes sense. So yeah, DuckDuckGo also has a mailing list. It just protects your email from spam and all that stuff. So if you guys would have, okay, so some of you already know that my email address at this moment is not Gmail, but it's amanverasia@duck.com. That's my personal email address. So like I have duck.com at the end, and that's DuckDuckGo people, they just gave me an email address. So yeah, that's basically what I'm talking about. It goes through a different route. Okay. Moving on to the next story, DDR4 memory protections are broken wide open by the new row hammer technique. Kind of a techie stuff. Basically, DDR4 is a type of RAM memory. Every single computer, even the one that you're watching on, your phone, it has RAM. And DDR4, DDR5, DDR3, that is just the generation of RAM. The same way we have Intel generation 10th, 11th, all that stuff. Same way it's DDR4. So yeah, that memory is kind of, so the protections on the memory to prevent memory leak and all that stuff, they are broken. And that's just it. You can read the story. I'm not gonna go into details because obviously it's kind of boring, but that's it. Okay, fun story. Apple, they recently patented a technology which reveals new privacy feature. Basically what it is it can show iPhone content only through special glasses. Now this is kind of fun. Think about it. You have an iPhone, you have your phone in front of you, you are wearing glasses. I don't have glasses with me at the moment, but you are wearing glasses, and only you can see what's on the screen through that glasses. Akira, good or bad? Would you buy this? Like, that's my question. Would you buy these glasses, special glasses?
Yeah, I think so. I would.
Okay, Ed, like, how much would you be willing to pay for it? Is the next general question.
Mm.
Is it that important enough for you to hide your?
No.
So okay, Ria, you have a good. Okay, what if we lose those glasses? Well, it's just like what if you lost the password to your phone. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You don't have password, you can't enter your phone. You don't have glasses, you can't see what's on the phone. Also, just
So, like, you cannot even see it without the glasses.
yeah, you can't. That's the point. Because
Then why would I buy it? It's not at all relevant for me to buy those glasses.
so you okay, imagine you are on a bus. Okay, you are on your phone, you are trying to do something. It's a, okay, I'm on my phone, I'm trying to watch something, but the person behind me is also watching that, or the person behind me is also looking at my text messages. Now if I have those special glasses, only I can see what's going on the screen. Isn't that kind of good?
It is kind of good for the people who are more security concerned, who likes privacy more in general.
Okay,
So yeah, it would be good for them.
but it's not for the normal person.
I think so. In day to day, like routine life, talking about just a normal people like me, we do not need it that much, and also we would not be willing to pay that much for it.
Okay, that's fair. Once again, it's a patented technology. That doesn't mean it will show up in the market soon. It's just that Apple has decided to go in and patent stuff. A lot of companies do that. They just patent future technologies already. But yeah, anyways, also
Nah, to be honest, the like this is a very good innovation, and it should come to market. It would help a lot of people, but then yeah, it's not for everyone.
okay, that's fair. Also, Ria has a good question. What about the people who already have specs? Would you wear two specs now? Because I mean, that's a fair question. Would you?
But no, but I think so. Those specs may dikh raha hai na. What are you gonna see on the screen? So you would not require you this specs. You can
So
just have one specs at that moment of time.
you do need to buy specialized specs technically. So it's just like the 3D, like you go to watch a movie in 3D and now you have to put on specs. So you kind of put on the other specs, or maybe if they are like stylized, like if they are customizable specs, I'm sure Apple would have some way of like, hey, if you have this much numbers, we can customize.
Sell your both the kidneys, sell your brain, and you could afford that specs, that customizable specs.
Sure, but I mean, it's just a way. Maybe it's good for journalists and stuff. But I would personally go
Yeah.
ahead and get one if they were cheap. But yeah, that's it. Okay, moving on to the next story. This is a fun one. The next story is really, really fun for everyone who's involved here. Okay, so when it comes to bad passwords, gender stereotypes prevail. Now, why does this matter? I'm just gonna skip over to the actual article. So the article is top 200 most common passwords throughout the world, and you're gonna go through them. Okay, so this entire research was done based on gender, based on the country that you're on, and there's a proper methodology, like methodology about it, and it's like a big database and stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through the list. We'll go for all the countries at the moment. Okay, so for all the countries, the most common password is 12345 6. Okay. Now that seems like a very stupid password, but believe me, people use this as password. Then the next one is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. People putting 7 8 9 as like that's a big brain move. Okay, so you just added three more stuff, but yeah, time to crack it literally less than a second. I believe it's milliseconds, but they're just being nice by saying it's less than a second. But yeah, then there's QWERTY, password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, eight ones, 1 2 3 1 2 3, all that stuff. Lots and lots of good passwords. Also, someone was like one, then Q, two, then W, three, and E, whatever. These are many common passwords. There are some passwords which take a longer time to crack. I believe MySpace one will take 3 hours to crack, but you gotta know. password cracking is not just like trying every single password. There are lists already, right? So if you're reusing a password, it can be cracked within a second. So yeah, let's go for India, because we are in India. Let's check what are the Indian passwords. So the first rank goes to password, and it has been used a total of 1,714 times. That's a lot.
Count me in.
Like, do you have your password as password? Wow.
I have most secure password, and that is space enter.
Wow. Okay. The next one is, okay, maybe don't tell your passwords out loud to live on YouTube,
But
but
you really think that I'm gonna keep it like abhi hoga mere liye and I'm speaking it out?
I don't know. Jainik has a good point. His cousin is using 9 to 1 as opposed to 1 to 9. I'm pretty sure that would take a long time. So yeah, 1 2 3 4. It's just numbers, and then there's India 1 2 3, which is 17 minutes to crack it. Finally, India won't be cracked under pressure for 17 minutes. That's good. That's one political joke for today, and that's it. We are not going to do any more. But okay, then there are other passwords as well, and then there's the normal "I love you," because Indians. Then like Krishna, and then India one. Okay, so this is India. So I just noticed it's India, but it's spelled with a Y. So it's India 1 2 3, and yeah, these are the passwords. So there's a Jai Mata Di as well, and it will take a day, guys. I mean, that's that has to mean something. Okay, it will take a day at least. Then there's someone put Big Basket as their password. Someone used LinkedIn as their password. I'm assuming so. This LinkedIn is their LinkedIn password, and the Big Basket is their password for Big Basket. Then there's Computer Sachin. Why do I not see Virat Kohli here? Zomato, Monkey, Twinkle, Rajesh, Dub Smash. So, anyways, this is like the normal. Let's try to divide it by. Okay, there's this map. So basically, India per capita is 0.092. Most countries are Canada, United States, Russia, Australia. So this is not kind of fair assessment given that those are English speaking countries and they are more likely to have common passwords among themselves. But yeah, that's basically it. Let's go for Indian male to female. Let's just see. The first common password for both of them is password, which is that's a good unity. So male, there's 1 2 3 4 5 6. Female is 1 2 3 4 5, and the order is reversed. And you can just scroll down and check. Guys, I'm gonna put the link to this. It's kind of really fun. I'm gonna put the link to this in the description. You guys can check for yourselves what kind of crazy passwords are out there. But yeah, that's for the passwords. Now, for the main event, for why you guys are actually here. Uh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, people have passwords, weird passwords. Okay, so the main event that you all are here for, as you can see in the description down below, it says that I bought every available listed crypto. Now, I'm pretty sure I messed up the grammar there, but I did go ahead and I'm trying to buy all the possible cryptos listed on Uphold at the moment. So, Akira,
Yeah,
first. Do you must have heard of cryptocurrency? Yes.
yeah, from your mouth.
Okay.
Every
Every single time, Aman's like, "Hey, buy crypto, buy Shiba Inu, buy Dogecoin." Okay, but okay. Do you have any questions regarding it? Like, do you not find it odd?
Yeah, I do find it odd that right now we want to buy crypto because I was just got to know some news about government banning cryptocurrency in India or something. I don't know what details about it, but I just heard the news.
That's right. So government, they are trying to ban cryptocurrency, and I'm gonna use the word trying because I don't know how it would be implemented. Because cryptocurrency, it's just a blockchain currency which goes through the internet. There's no specific server. That's the entire point of a cryptocurrency. It's decentralized, right? So SNE is like if someone says like, "Hey, government decides to ban Facebook," they can just ban Facebook.com. Okay, that's not how it works. But maybe they'll just make it illegal for people to have crypto. And yeah, you might be like, why am I buying cryptocurrency when government is gonna ban it? What about
Yeah.
the people who are having cryptocurrency right now? So I would personally say, do not panic. unless you are using Indian apps. If you are using Indian apps like CoinDX or WazirX, all those apps, get your crypto out of it and put it in Binance. Or to be very honest, put it in a cryptocurrency wallet instead of Binance or Coinbase or something. Put it in a wallet. Put it in a hardware wallet as well if you wish to. Uh, okay, Takshil, you have a good point. Government is trying to control private crypto, but there's no such thing as a private crypto. There's crypto coins and there's utility tokens. Now, utility tokens are kind of someone company has control to them, but that's basically it. Okay, now why have I done this stupid decision? And I'm gonna actually try to show you guys my decision. Like, I'm just gonna show you how much cryptocurrency I have decided to a lot. Also, for people who are thinking, what is exactly cryptocurrency? Guys, it's a currency, that's it. It's just like the share market, but imagine you can buy shares in factions. Okay, that's basically what the cryptocurrency is. So let's say a Bitcoin is worth 45 lakhs at this point, right? I don't need to spend 45 lakhs to own a Bitcoin. I can spend 10 rupees. And in fact, I have to just get Bitcoin. I will get 0.0000 something Bitcoin, but I will get it. So yeah, no, government is trying to bring government crypto and ban private crypto. Oh, so that's okay. Government wants to bring their own cryptocurrency and ban the cryptocurrency they cannot regulate. Classic government. Yeah, Jainik. So China
No
also.
political jokes.
If I end up in jail, I see. I said this on last live as well. If I end up in jail, all of you are going to bail me out. So okay, let's just see what how much crypto I actually have. Hopefully my camera is working. Okay, cool. So guys, what have I decided to do is basically I have decided to put $10. Okay, so so technically on Uphold there are 53 cryptocurrency tokens, and then there are 7 other utility tokens. So I have decided to put 10 rupees each in the cryptocurrency. Now, if you guys are assuming I'm going to put like thousands and thousands of rupees, I don't have that kind of money. If you want to see that, go ahead and donate to my donation links. I'll be more than happy to carry out that experiment for you guys. But at this moment, I've put in $10 of my own money just for this experiment. And what I'm doing is I'm going to put 10 rupees in every single cryptocurrency available on this list. So this is just my watch list. So we'll go to the market. And so there are 54 total cryptocurrencies. Then there are equities. We are not buying equities. I can just do that from a different app. But then there are 7 utility tokens. I believe one of them is not tradable. So there are like 60 different tokens that I need to buy. But yeah, as you can see, so far, also this is a tedious process. You gotta understand, it doesn't happen. There's no buy everything button. So I have to go into every single crypto. I have to research. I have to make sure that I'm not buying it during a high. So yeah, so far I've bought 10 rupees of Aave, and then Link, and then Dash, Dogecoin, hey, Dogecoin, EOS, Ethereum, HBAR, and then I have some Helium already worth 207 rupees, but we'll ignore that. Also, I'll have to disable my. Okay. Anyway, so Ren, XLM, Tron card, XPR. So this is what I've basically bought. So I still need to. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is like 15. I need to buy a lot to get even, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Akira, does that make sense, or are you just thinking that I spent $10 for no reason? Like, I'm just throwing away that money.
Nah, I don't think so. You are wasting it.
But
But
there's always a but.
there's always a but. But no, I really think that this is a cool stuff and you should continue doing it. Like it sounds cool at least
Uh-huh.
that you have Ethereum and Helium. Like it's so good.
Oh, so are you willing to back me up? Are you willing to spend $10 more for me?
Yeah, if one of my artwork that I've listed on NFT gets sold, you can have not $100 you can have.
Sure. Okay. See, that's the thing about cryptocurrency. It's not just coins, it's NFTs and stuff. Now, you might be like, NFT about this board Ape went for like, $50,000 or something. No, that's not what I'm talking about. NFT is just not artwork. It's literally the future. That's how you're gonna buy things in the future. Your house, like you own your house, right? But how do you know you own your house? There are documents to prove that you own your house. Now the
Yeah.
documents are very centralized, and this is what actually happened back for a few years. There was this flood, and I know my dad was affected by it because in Jamnagar there was this flood, and all the documents in the local area, like local governmental offices, they're washed away along with the birth certificate and all that stuff. That's a centralized database, right? Now you might be thinking flood isn't going to wipe out the data systems. We have all that data in cloud, but it can. Data can get hacked. In fact, it's more insecure to be. What happens then? How do you get the data of someone? Let's say I lose my Aadhaar card, but the next day the entire database of the server is gone. Now what? How do I prove my identity? What if my documents for the house is gone? That's where NFT and that stuff comes in.
But
uh,
I have a doubt.
Gone.
So you're saying that even cloud में से पूरा data can be hacked and it can be washed out, right?
So
So
why can't
yeah,
NFT?
so if we're taking through NFT, then how is that more secure?
It's decentralized. That's so decentralized. The entire blockchain is decentralized. It just means that every single data is with all of us, and it's not just in a central place. That's the reason government is trying to ban cryptocurrency. You know why? Because it's not regulated. No one can wake up next day and be like, okay, this person, we don't like this journalist, we're gonna freeze his assets, we're gonna freeze his bank account. That's not possible in cryptocurrency because no one controls the Bitcoin. Everyone does. So, like, if you need to control Bitcoin, you need 51% of the market, and that's like trillions and trillions of dollars, and that's just practically not possible. It's called a 51% attack. For people who have watched Silicon Valley, you know this. But yeah, cryptocurrency, blockchain, by its nature, is decentralized. That means it's with everyone. Now you may be like, my data is with everyone. It's encrypted. Don't worry. So yeah, it's more secure. It's with everyone. Kind of makes sense. Does that answer your question?
Yeah,
Kinda. Okay. Uh,
kinda.
okay. So I have a question from, if it doesn't result in monetary gain, it will give you insight of this market. You can always trade indirectly. Okay. Priya, are you talking about the crypto that I traded? Is that what you mean? I don't know when you send that message. So okay, we'll move on from the cryptocurrency. Obviously, guys, there's a video coming up about me actually buying the cryptocurrencies and what's gonna happen. So there will be update videos. So once I'm done buying all of these, after a week, we'll check what happened. Then after a month, and I'm planning to hold these cryptocurrency even after the ban. If it becomes illegal, I don't know what's the legal repercussions of this, but I'm planning to hold it for as long as I can. So yeah, I mean, if
Yeah,
government makes it illegal, I'll just sell it.
I have one doubt.
Sell it. Yeah. Yeah.
So what if the government makes it illegal from like next morning? So and you do not get time to sell it. So all of your money would be gone. Like the money you invested in bitcoins would be gone. Government can't do this. Come on.
So government has decided. So they have. So this entire discussion is going to happen in the winter session of Parliament, which is going to be very soon, I believe. But they are planning to give enough time window for the investors to pull out their money. Now, at this time, government giving this news is gonna drop the market. And if you take out your money when the market is low, you are at a loss. So it's still something better than nothing. But I have no idea how government would ban. That's why I said, if you're using Indian apps like Wazir and CoinDX and something, government can enforce those companies and tell to block those accounts, right? But if you're using something international, maybe Binance will just block your IP, and then you'll have to go through a VPN and stuff. But crypto doesn't just live on those websites. It can be inside a wallet, a software wallet, a hardware wallet. It's possible to do that. There's no way. I mean, there's always going to be a way that you can still have it. People still installed PUBG even though it was banned. So
Yeah.
there's that. Uh, Okay, so Ria is saying that no, government is planning. Yeah, government will give a time limit up to 31st March 2022 plus tax consequences. Maybe 2022, 23, whatever. It's I see if a country. Okay, see, we are getting dangerously close to political stuff, but in my personal opinion, and just to say, India is amazing. India is a great country. Just guys prefacing this, but if a country wants to go ahead, I'm hoping so. They already have said that they're not gonna ban the blockchain. They're just gonna ban the stuff like Bitcoin or maybe Shiba Inu, like which is very volatile. Fine, but the technology behind this is really, really, really useful, and it is literally the future. If you decide to ban the entire blockchain, you are setting the country back literally by 30, 40 years. So that's like, just imagine if the government decided to ban the internet because internet has bad stuff. Would we be here where we are? I'm pretty sure it's not good for a country. Uh,
Mm.
Nick. Okay. Say no offense and I love India before making any political opinion. That's fair. That's very
I'm
fair.
understood the assignment.
Yeah. Uh, okay, so it's not only India. Yes, that is true. IMF is against it. So are you saying IMF is against the crypto or against the ban? Ria, I'm confused with what your statement means. But yeah, once again, I'm pretty sure they're not going to ban the entire blockchain. They're just going to ban the volatile currencies, which I mean is personally fine. Uh, but they should still give the option to people. Like instead of deciding for people like an overprotective parent, I think they should give the option to people to decide what they want to do with their assets. That's it. I'm hoping this doesn't offend anyone, but yeah, okay. IMF is against crypto. Okay, makes sense. I personally have no idea about it, so I will not make an opinion on that, Ria. But yeah, let's move on to better stories about tech. Where
Ah.
it's hacked instead of political opinions. Okay, so we are almost done with our stories. Let's go to the next one and make sure I'm not sharing my wallet. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna stop. Okay, cool. Huh. Finally, you actually feel the tension in the room going down when you go ahead, move away from this topic. But okay. Anyways, is your company secretly monitoring your work at home? Let's say you have a company laptop. Akira, question: do you have a company laptop? Does your company provide you a laptop or a device to work with? Is that how it is?
No, we have system at the offices, so we do not actually require the top.
Okay, so in some places where work from home is done, companies give out laptops to their people,
Yeah, they
right?
do.
That's
Like during work from home time, they did provide systems and laptops to the employees.
right. But you do realize that everything you do on that laptop, they know what you're doing. Every single thing you type. It's not even a theory. It's not even a conspiracy theory at this point. It is the actual reality. They know what you are
Yeah,
installing. They
they
know.
do.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the company system, right? But so the story is basically about, does your company know what you're doing? Now, that does not only apply to the work systems. Let's say you are at your work. Let's say you are at your company and you are joined by the company Wi-Fi. Now, they don't know your passwords. They obviously don't know your password because it's encrypted, HTTPS and all that stuff. But they do know the websites that you browse because of DNS. Like if you have private DNS enabled, you are fine. But Ria knows. Ria, you have private DNS enabled. I know we enabled it together. But if your phone is configured to take DNS from the Wi-Fi and all that packets going back and forth and stuff, your company does know what websites you visit, and it's, I mean, it's a company Wi-Fi, but I still think that's bad for privacy. You guys decide on your own how you feel about this, but that's just the story. So companies may do know what you do on those laptops and stuff. So maybe just be mindful. Yeah, it does take screenshots at regular interval. That's true. If you have a software, like even examination software. So Akira, even the colleges, when they try to take test from home,
Mhm.
they do make you install an application which
Yeah,
basically makes your laptop useless except for the test, and they collect every single information, your microphone, your camera, that's the obvious ones.
yeah, yeah, they do that.
They even monitor your mouse.
Movement.
Yeah,
No,
mouse.
they even monitor your live movements.
Yeah, they actually move. So if you are not looking at the screen and if you look
Yeah,
low, that will freeze your test, and that has happened with a friend of mine, Harsh. And it's just like so crazy. Like even if you look away for a second, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you trying to copy and cheat?" It's like
yeah, they do that. They
it,
give you this warning message that look at the system. You do not
that's
try
basically
to
face
copy.
tracking. Yeah, so that's face tracking, and it's not exactly legal at the moment, but it's a legal gray area,
But I think so. Like during the lockdown time and all that thing, it was kind of important to have that.
maybe.
Uh, yeah, I
So
think so. It was important to have that during exams or
obviously there are, so the technology is always made keeping good things in mind, but
yeah, but then it does have consequences.
yeah, and the issue is our governmental law is still trying to catch up. In fact, every single country in this world, they are still trying to play catch up with the tech, because there are no Android, sorry, no, not Android, there are no data protection laws. So like recently European Union decided to do that GDPR, all that stuff, but there are still no concrete laws for that. So it's gonna take a while. Talking about countries, ProtonVPN, they decided to consider a survey based. They do this Digital Freedom Index (DFI) every single year, and so they basically rank the I was gonna say company. They rank the countries based on the digital freedom they have. So the categories that they rank on. So the first one is media freedom. How free are you to report media stories and all that stuff? Obstacles to access to data, access to services. What are the obstacles? Limits on content. Let's say you cannot look at some kind of content on the social media, or something content related to government or something. That's a part. Violation of user rights basically is the right to privacy, right to freedom, right to speech, all those rights. Pornographic content and legality depends, once again, like is it banned or not. Some people argue that it should not be banned because it is technically a violation of rights. uh, you guys can discuss that later on. Then there's the VPN legality. Does your country allow using VPNs? Now, there is a VPN scandal. Some minister tried to say that we need to ban VPNs. It does not make sense. We already discussed that. We're not going to get into that. And also the social media legality. Some countries like China, they do not allow social medias like Instagram and Facebook, because they have their own social medias like WeChat, Baidu, and all those services. So basically, now they have decided a top 20 list, and this is the list. So first one is Sweden. I think they have the best education system as well. Like if you want to move to a country, forget Canada, forget Australia, go to Sweden, man. They really have their stuff figured out. Sweden, Portugal, Switzerland, Iceland, Estonia, Spain, Canada, Romania, Poland, Germany, out of all places, ranks 10. France, United Kingdom, Australia, United States, Italy, South Africa, Japan, Georgia, is that? Yeah, it's Argentina and Hungary. Now, the keen-eyed among you must have noticed, where's India?
Yeah,
Where's,
where's yeah?
are we not on the top 20? Really?
Are we not? Like I'm not even asking. Like I'm asking actually. I'm not even like.
We are not in the top 20 for digital
Oh my
freedom.
god.
Does that even surprise you? Does that?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, so democratically. Oh, I'm not gonna finish that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, just like butter it before saying.
All I'm saying is, India is not as digitally free. We do have internet shutdowns. We do have blockage of a lot of site. The media freedom is not exactly that good. Okay, Takshil, I wouldn't say India would be at the last place, but it's gonna be in the somewhere around, like if it's a list of 100, India is gonna be somewhere around 50 or 60 or even 40. But once again, that's not good. Okay, it's digital freedom is, being a democratic country, having the access to free speech is really important, and that's just it. Chainik is like, नीचे से देख, नीचे से देख. Yeah, just uh,
To be honest, I just really want to tell you guys that right now Aman के अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा frustration है. He really want to say so many things, but he's just so being nice right now.
that's it. Moving on to the next story. So recently there was this bad form thing. Which what happened is FBI servers were hacked, and they started, those servers started sending out fake emails, phishing emails, and all that stuff to people. They were taken offline and they were fixed. There was no data impacted. It was just some hacker was just having fun. That's basically it. Uh, yeah, that's it.
That was you.
It wasn't me. For legal reasons, it wasn't me. It's a joke. Okay. Firefox Relay now offers unlimited email aliases as a part of its new premium plan. So this is what I was talking about, a relay. So DuckDuckGo has this for free. What it basically does is, even iPhone has it. It's called iCloud Relay. So what it basically does is your email goes to a different address and then comes to you. So to make sure there are no trackers and stuff, which is, I believe, really good, and I think it should be, encouraged everywhere. But yeah, that's basically what Firefox really is. You can sign up for it. It's $1 per month. They also give you their own email domain, which is what I like. But that's basically it. It's DuckDuckGo is much better. You don't need to pay. You can also go with the free plan, but you only get 5 email aliases and stuff. Go for DuckDuckGo. That's basically it. Moving on, Brave browser, my favorite browser, they and UC San Diego, they announced basically a new kind of tech. It's called SugarCoat. Basically, what it does is, once again, tech stuff. I won't bore you guys with it. But what it basically does is it protects your privacy from web trackers without actually seeing what those web trackers are. So, Akira, as you were saying, if they're tracking the trackers, do they not actually know about my information? So this is
Yeah.
the way how they are managing it. It's a very dense article. I cannot possibly go through it. I don't understand some things as well. uh, Once again, you guys can go through it. I'll put it down in the description. But yeah, that's basically it. uh, One of our last stories is Briar. Now, if you don't know what Briar is a instant messaging platform, just like we have WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, and all that stuff. Briar works on Tor network. So now, if you have heard about Tor browser, deep web, dark web, all that stuff. So Briar sends your messages through Tor. That means your messages are virtually very secure. Like no one other than you and the person you're messaging can get that message. Now they have this basically an update, which just means that now you can send your messages through even an SD card or Bluetooth offline. Like if we both are in the same Bluetooth network, we don't need to have internet. That's basically it. And now we can just talk to each other through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or something. But that's basically it. I'm also gonna disable my notifications. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it for the stories. I don't think we have more stories. Oh, there's one. Okay, there's one last one. I'm just gonna read it. Fake end-to-end encrypted chat applications on Android. Basically, they are spyware. So if you go on Google Play Store, if you like for chat applications, you will find a lot of spam. In reality, they are just viruses. And so be very mindful of the applications that you download on your phone. Don't just randomly download an application that your friend sends a link to, that hey, we both will get a discount, how about you just click on it and download. Don't do that. Okay, don't ever download random stuff. But yeah, that's basically it for this week's FNL, which was on Saturday. So it was Saturday Night Live. Anyways, you guys can basically find me on the links given in the description. We have an amazing Telegram channel, and we also have this amazing community where people get together and talk about tech programming. Like if you ever have a doubt for Python or whatever language, just show up in our discussions channel. We have a lot of coders and hackers and all that stuff. They will be more than happy to help you out.
Artist.
Artists as well, of course. artists as well. For more information about Akira, you guys can personally check out her own page on Instagram as well. I'll also mention that in the links below. But she has her own page. If you ever need to get your art done, she does take professional requests and stuff. You can just reach out. She also has amazing NFTs. So if
Yeah,
someone wants
go
to
buy.
NFTs, I'll also mention in the link. But that's basically it for this week. We'll see you all in the next live, which hopefully happens on a Friday. Uh, if we are nearby, will we chat on phone? Takshil, it's introvert stuff. Exactly. If we are next to each other and we are connected through Bluetooth, sometimes you can send files as well. So it might be a situation where you can't talk. Let's say you're in a classroom. So that's basically it. Okay, I already had said goodbye and stuff, but whatever. Anyways, guys, see you in the next live. Thank you so much for joining us, and
Ta-da,
bye.
everyone.
And I'm gonna end the stream now.
Is it ended